your tenure as DA encompassed a shift in the media, right? Social media became more and more prevalent into the 2010s and obviously beyond that. How difficult is it to resist public pressure in making charging decisions or any decisions as DA?
I think it is a reality of the job. And I would say, I don't put it through the lens of difficulty. I think when you run an office of a public agency, you have to know what the public is thinking. You know, just in order to understand what's happening. So you need to know that in northern Manhattan, the neighborhoods are upset with the level of, with motorbikes that are being ridden by gangs of kids. That's just, a simple example. You need to know that stuff, but it isn't at a political level. It's at a community concern and public safety level. When a case arises that gets a lot of attention and triggers sort of cultural and concerns of communities by what the case represents. Again, I think familiarity with what is being said is important, but I would say to all my assistants, and I think that this preceded me, is they were not to consider politics at all. They were kept out of the paper. That's why historically assistants who are handling a case weren't being interviewed, because we really wanted to separate them from the politics and some of the unpleasantness that comes from it. I would say that I genuinely don't think politics played a decisive role in any charging decision I made. I think we consciously stayed away from politics. Now, you might conclude, looking at the decision I made, well, you must have been influenced by this group or that other group. And it may well have been that I understood the positions of those groups. But the decisions were really made based upon the assessment internal to the office of what happened. Can we prove it? Can we prove it beyond a reasonable doubt? If we can, what is the position of the victims or the survivors in the case? What do they think about perhaps a range of outcomes? But not is Local 387 going to be mad at me if I decide to charge a member? You are invariably making someone extremely unhappy when you prosecute, and so you can't expect that the job of being the decider in an office like ours is necessarily makes you very popular.